Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about Netflix, ticker symbol NFLX. We're going to talk about the stock prediction, where I think the price might be going prior to earnings, and what other analysts are saying about that. So we're going to break down the technicals on this particular stock on the 180-day 4-hour time frame, but also the daily for the last several years, which is a longer term chart. So before we get into that, guys, if you find value in the video, a reminder, please subscribe button, the like button, share the videos. It helps the channel out, and also make sure that you leave a comment with your price predictions if indeed you watch the stock, if you're invested in the stock, if you have high hopes, or if you're bearish, whatever it is. Let us know what you think. Okay, so before we get into the technicals, let's see what good old Google is saying about Netflix price prediction. And this came off of a basic Google search. It says, I just typed in Netflix stock price prediction. It says the Netflix stock 12-month forecast based on 36 Wall Street analysts offering 12-month price targets for Netflix in the last 3 months. The average price target is $656.64, with a high forecast of $800 and a low forecast of $450. The average price target represents a 1.53% change from the last price of $646.75. Looking at the 180-day 4-hour time frame, and kind of really mixed for me as far as what the price action might do, because we're at the very tip top of the fib level of about 652. Finish at 646.75, which is kind of what the analysts are shooting for. So if you think about it, their 12-month forecast literally just happened. They hit the price target of what they were talking about, and they hit it more than once. So they hit once, twice, 3 times, got rejected. Here's a 4th time. So that, to me, a little troubling, because if it's not breaking through there, then and it keeps knocking its head, eventually you're going to probably pull down. However, this golden cross breakout indicator, as you see here, we had that spike in price, so we could see some movement pushing it past 652. However, I'm not sure we'll have the momentum to keep us there. Okay, so we might get a little bit above 652 on a green day, but I think overall we might pull down and retest maybe somewhere closer to here, 623 level or some change. But your support overall currently is 579.48. We are in a bearish pattern, but working hard to try to go over from bearish to bullish. However, keep in mind on the RSI indicator, you are close to overvalued or overbought. So typically you're going to see some selling pressure from that point on. So if we break, let's say things get just absolutely crazy nasty, and you break below 579 and you're looking at 534, 498, 462, 410, 344. So that is the 180-day 4-hour time frame. Let's look at the daily chart, and this will look a little bit different on the Fibonacci retracement level, just because it's a longer time frame. So we'll go to 162.71 is where our bottom will be for the daily chart. This is dating back to January 1st, 2020 to the 23rd of May. And even here, guys, we are very close to, if we bust above that 652, you can look at about 700 maybe being your tip top before you get some type of pullback and retest some of these levels. As you see, 573 looks like to be your first major support level longer term, then 495, 431, 368, all depending on the earnings, on what happens here. And if we get positive earnings, and that's a little while away, that's July 17th after market. So you have a whole month, a month and a half on pretty much to see kind of what happens on Netflix. So I kind of foresee, my overall prediction is, I think that we pop our head up, but we pull down and we correct prior to earnings. And we find somewhere we settle, and then earnings come out. And if the earnings are good, we shoot back higher to basically where we were. And then if earnings are bad, obviously we continue lower. But I, in my opinion, I think that we do pop our head up and then we correct prior to earnings. That's my prediction. I don't know exactly what price point it's going to be at. Don't necessarily follow the Netflix stock very closely, but I will now, just to kind of take a look at it. It'd be really interesting, guys, like extremely interesting, As you know, all these other companies are coming out and doing stock splits. If this company came out and announced that they were going to do a stock split as well, maybe prior to earnings, but as of now, we've got no indication. They've only done 2 stock splits in their history of being a publicly traded company. That was once in 2004 with a 2-for-1, and then in 2015 a 7-for-1. So anyway, guys, that's all I got for you in this one. Let me know your thoughts on Netflix stock. Other than that, we will catch you in the next one.